with Alex Ariza, #1 man, to prepare the fighter the best possible way. But I'm going to go a little bit backwards because I just asked you if you were in Poland before, and you were with O'Neil Bell when he was fighting Adamek. Going about Polish fighters, who do you remember the most as a I would say physical specimens? Andrew Golota had everything.
I was going to just say Andrew Golota because I trained Andrew Manfredi, and Golota was being trained by the same Sam Colonna and Windy City in Chicago.
True.
So I met Andrew before.
So talking about, did you knew then when you were training O'Neil Bell and you guys were fighting Tomek Adamek, the Tomek Adamek will become the undisputed cruiserweight champion, and now trying to get the heavyweight throne?
It's one of those things you can't really predict one's future, but if anybody followed O'Neil Bell and they saw the wars and the kind of fighter that he was such a strong fighter and such a relentless and resilient fighter. It was, I think, to see what happened in that fight. You could see that he was destined to be something more, and that was just the beginning of what we saw.
The question which is being asked, sorry for asking about the Polish questions right now, but this is one of the questions that I always wanted to ask. People are having never-ending discussions. Andrew Golota in prime and Tomek Adamek in prime.
I have to say Andrew. I think Andrew Golota was probably, unfortunately for some of the issues that he had, I think he should have been one of the best heavyweights out there. His boxing ability, his athleticism, his size, his speed, the way he put combinations together. You don't see heavyweights like that anymore. And I think Andrew Golota right now I think for me, is one of the top 5 heavyweights that I had ever seen.
So this is coming from you. It's a big compliment. It's a big compliment.
Well, I mean, I've seen a lot of. If you look at the heavyweights of today, and even of the past, let's say 6, 7, 8 years, 9 years, they don't have that athleticism, the physical, the ability to throw combinations and not just lay and look to buy time and gas out. Andrew Golota was a technician. He was an amazing. I mean, look what he did. Riddick Bowe was a very good boxer, man, an Olympian, and look how easy. Now he may have broke down during the fight, but it doesn't take away the fact that Andrew Golota, when he wanted to win a fight, he could win a fight, and it didn't matter against who. So he was to me one of the best heavyweights out there.
The last question about Mikey Garcia: how far he can go?
I mean, how far he can go. We don't have very much further that he can go, but we're going to take care.
You mentioned Pacquiao fighting 130 and jumping 147.
We did 135 and then went to 47 and back down to 40. But if you look at the physical attributes of Mikey, the athleticism, the height, the size, his overall just physicality, I think he's very capable of doing it. He's not the same kind of an aggressive fighter that Manny is, but he's a very intelligent, very calculated fighter, which makes him, I think, even more dangerous. I think Marquez is probably one of the best tacticians out there, technical-wise. I think Mikey's just as intelligent, but with power and speed.
Thank you very much. With Alex Ariza after the press conference Saturday, Burgos versus Garcia for the World Championship. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yes, he was there. He was there.
Remember me?
Yes.
In Katowice, in the gym. You've been angry.